Hey, what it do, guys? It's your boy E2 Blue coming back at you again. And it's Tuesday, still the beginning of the week. Got to get through this thing. Got to get through it. Got to fight through it, babe. So yeah, uh, it's something kind of crazy going on right now in the NFC East, and to me, it don't smell too good. It don't smell right. And I don't know what to think about it just yet because everything is still early, but it's funny how things happen like this in the blink of an eye. So, news came out that Marc Colombo, our old offensive line coach, is interviewing for the Giants. What in the hell? So, unless you've been living under a rock for the last, I don't know, month or two, you know that Dallas Cowboys got rid of Jason Garrett. We heard news and speculation about ever since, even when he was the coach of the Cowboys, that if the Cowboys were to get rid of him, that the Giants may want him. Now, I always thought that was all a joke before, but it almost seems like it's coming to fruition. Now, we know that Jason Garrett got hired as their offensive coordinator. We know that Jason Garrett is a better play caller than he is an actual coach, but, that's all to be remain seen at this point. Now, they got Jason Garrett. Their coach is Joe Judge. Now, I don't know much about Joe Judge. I know he's a Belichick guy. He was under the Belichick tree. He was their special teams coordinator, I believe it was, for the Patriots. But you look at Joe Judge, was a younger guy. He's younger than Jason Garrett. And you see that they got Jason Garrett as their play caller. Now, did they get Jason Garrett because they want to get back on the Dallas Cowboys? Or they want the inside scoops on Dallas Cowboys? Because think about it like this. When they play us, not saying they're going to know what we do, but like, depending on what we keep or what we don't keep, as far as some things that we do, we don't know how that's going to transpire. Like, what's that going to do for our team? We don't know. When they play against us twice a year, Jason Garrett is going to be on that other sideline. He's going to be looking at Jerry Jones like, you got rid of me, man. You fired me, brother. I thought I was like a son to you. Now, I'm here in New York with the Giants, and I want to get back. So it's almost like the world revolving. Remember when Jason Garrett was the offensive coordinator for Dallas Cowboys, and Wade Phillips got fired after that horrendous year. Jason Garrett became the interim. So it's almost like he sabotaged Wade to get the job position. Is the same thing going to happen with the Giants? Is Jason Garrett eventually going to sabotage Joe Judge for his job and become the head coach over there? Who knows? It's way too early to decide. We ain't even played no games in next season yet. So, I mean, we're still in this season technically because the Super Bowl hasn't happened yet. So, you look at that factor. Then we hear Scott Linehan was supposed to interview for a spot on the offense, whatever, quarterbacks coach, whatever. They didn't say exactly what the position was. But there was news of that, which kind of struck a bell to me because I'm like, well, Scott Linehan hasn't played for anybody or coached for anybody last year, not since the Cowboys released him or fired him. So you have that aspect of it. So that's a former Dallas Cowboy coach. Then you hear, we heard about Jason Witten, and Jason Witten kept saying, well, he was mulling retirement again, whether he was going to go back to coaching, well, he was going to try coaching, or whether he was going to play again for the Cowboys. We don't know what the situation was. But him going to another team was never a thought. Now, you heard news and speculation and rumors that Jason Witten might try to follow Jason Garrett to go to the Giants and possibly play tight end for them. And then I'm like, well, nothing like that can happen because he's technically a player. So that move and transaction can't happen until the free agency period anyway. So so there's that one. Then I hear today that Marc Colombo, offensive line coach, former Dallas Cowboys offensive lineman, right tackle, is going to interview for their offensive line coach position up in New York. Wow. So is Jason Garrett starting a new regime with the Giants? Is he telling the Maras and Joe Judge, is he in Joe Judge's ear like, oh, we need to bring some of these guys in here. Let's bring my Garrett guys, my Garrett guys. Let's bring those guys in here that I know very well, and we could just start anew here with the Giants. We could be the new Dallas Cowboys. We got a great running back like Ezekiel Elliott was with Saquon Barkley, and we could do some things. We got a young quarterback like how Dak Prescott was when I had him in Daniel Jones. We have a up-and-coming wide receiver core that we could just build on top of whatever we have with Shepard and the young Darius Slayton and Cody Latimer, and we're gonna use some of these guys and we're gonna make them better, and we're just gonna create the new Dallas Cowboys. And I'm like, all I can tell you right now is next year is going to be very interesting. It's going to be hella interesting. I just want to see exactly what the Giants are doing up there, because it really seems like, and I understand that like when coaches go to other teams, they want to get their coaching staff. They want to get their guy, like Dallas Cowboys. There's a lot of Green Bay Packer-ness going on right now with the Dallas Cowboys, because you got McCarthy, you got Joe Philbin, you got McClurdy. You got some of his guys that he had when he was with the Packers, but not a lot of them, a few of them. It's almost like Jason Garrett is trying to replicate what he had with the Dallas Cowboys with the New York Giants. But I don't know. I just saw that pop up on my feed, and that he's interviewing. I don't look, again, nothing set in stone right now, but if they do get Linehan and Marc Colombo, and they mess around and get Jason Witten to play for them, I already know it's something is up. Now, like I said in the beginning of the video, the question is, would Jason Garrett know how to beat the Dallas Cowboys because he knows them well, and the players' tendencies, because of the simple fact that he coached them? Now, maybe a little bit, but this playbook is going to be very different. And before I end this video, I just want to say that Mike McCarthy said itself that he's going to use the same terminology on offense. He's going to let Kellen Moore call the plays, but it's going to have he's going to sprinkle his influence onto that offense, because they're moving to a West Coast. So everything is predicated on getting the ball out fast. So they're going to be doing different things. They're going to be shifting things around, pre-snap movements. They're going to do different things that Jason Garrett never did. So Jason Garrett might know some of the habits of these guys, but he's not going to know our playbook, because it's going to be different than what we ran. Like I said, the only thing that they're going to do that was the same is use the same terminology and basically build on what Dak Prescott and this offense had to begin with. Because, again, you look at some of the things we were doing on offense, the offense was playing well this year with Kellen Moore calling plays. And I've seen some people I seen one individual, I don't even know who this person is. It's probably not even somebody that subscribes to me anyway, but just made a comment about, Dak Prescott, not Dak Prescott, Kellen Moore being trash. And I'm like, well, our offense definitely threw the ball more, and we had more success with the deep ball than we ever did under Scott Linehan. So I'm just saying, you got to be able to be versatile. You got to be able to throw the ball. You got to be able to run the ball. You got to be able to dink and dunk as well, because I think that even when you dink and dunk, if you're able to also throw the ball deep, you can keep the defense that you're playing against on edge, and that's highly important. So those are some of the things that Jason Garrett never did, like adjustment making in game, and I got a feeling that Mike McCarthy is gonna have a gauge this system, and he sees what's good. He already said that he's going to keep the 4-3 for right now. That scheme is going to change in the secondary, so he's going to change how the secondary guys play cover. Special teams is definitely going to change, and that's clear with the signing of John Fossil, which I told you guys before, that's my favorite hire out of all these hires. I would say Fossil, then McCarthy. And then, like I said, Mike McCarthy just said that he's just going to tweak some things on offense. He sees some good things with it. All they need to do now is wait for free agency, get some of these key guys back, go into free agency, maybe pick up a couple of guys off the clearance rack or whatever that you do that's going to be solid for this team, because that's all you need. You just need pieces. You just need pieces. You go in the draft and get you a dynamic safety, get you a cornerback, get another tight end, and I heard some of you guys say you wanted Eric Ebron from, I think he's with the Colts or whatever. Get Ebron in here or whatever, and it is what it is. But anyway, that's all I have for right now. Let me know what you guys think about the New York Giants getting all these Dallas Cowboys guys or interviewing them for that nature. But in the meantime, between times, your boy E2 Blue, always keeping it real. Talk to y'all soon.